Hi, welcome to everyone's favourite segment, Mailbag. This will be the last one for 2014, so thank you very much to everyone who's sent something in this year. Awesome. I know it does, as I've mentioned before, it does often cost a lot of money to ship stuff here to Australia, so thank you very much. Sorry if I haven't gotten around to it. I've still got well over 30 items. I'm just going to go through this, well, I won't even get through this box. This is just a box of smaller ones. I've got these two shelves here are all mailbag items. So yeah, if you can see those on camera, yeah, I think you can. It's crazy. Anyway, let's go. Random one. This is from Evan Campbell, from North Richmond. Cool. Thank you very much, Evan. Let's just, I don't know, slice it along there, shall we? What are we? Ooh. Oh, look! It's a ITT Instruments Classic, the Metrix MX44. I used to lust after, whoops, see if we can get that focused. I used to lust after one of these puppies back in the day. They were heavily advertised in the magazines, and they were, you know, absolutely feature packed. I'm talking like early 90s, something like that. I'm not sure what vintage this one would be. Possibly even, no, I don't think it was late 80s. I think it was probably early 90s these Metrix ones came around. So it's like seen much better days. I'll read the note. Hey Dave, my name is Evan. I live in North Richmond. I especially like Teardown Tuesday. Find it interesting to see what consumer electronics. I don't like it when products fail to meet standards. Yes. Please find enclosed Metrix MX44. You are a fan of vintage Teskey. Interesting to hear your take on it. My father-in-law gave it to me for his days in Sydney, water contractor. No worries. Thank you very much, Evan. Check out those probes. They've seen better days. Look at that. Hilarious. Now I was going to say 2-minute teardown on this sucker, but oh yeah, it does actually. There's something on the display. I think it might actually work. Wow. Well, it does work. So maybe I can clean that sucker up. Might still be useful. Check it out. I might do a quick test. Anyway, I was going to say Teardown Tuesday, but I always get complaints every time I do even a 2-minute teardown. And because I've got so much mailbag, let's get on with the mail. So thank you very much, Evan. I don't know, what's this one? Square one. This one comes from a Basil. He's a POM from Leamington. I've obviously got that wrong, but thank you very much, R. So let's take a look. Yeah, I do get, it's always hard. People said, I spent too long on the EMC field probes last time, and people just seem to want me to open the mail, and that's it. I don't know. I keep asking this, but yeah, please leave it in the comments. Do you want me to just open mail and absolutely split everything out to a, well, not just this. I'll do like some close-up shots as well. It's the 3.5s. No, it's not the 3.5s kit, because I already have one of those. Let's have a look. I'll read the note first. Anyway, yeah, let me know if I should break out most stuff, like any teardowns or actual, like the EMC one. I agree, it probably went too long. UK plug is ugly as sin, but how safe? Ashley Basil, thank you very much, Ashley. Can you open the shutter without the plug? Can I open the shutter without the plug? Yeah, these pommy plugs are supposed to have the safety shutter on them. Well, unfortunately not exactly bang on, but it does seem to work though. So, yeah, millivolts. Yeah, it's a bit out. I'd expect better than that from such a quality instrument like this Metrix. So this is one of these weird-ass pommy plugs if you haven't seen it before. And by the way, it did just face track on that. I guess it thought this was the eyes and the nose. That was funny. This is on my Canon HF G30. It's gone now. But for a second there, it did think that was a face. Anyway, yeah, they have got these shutters in there. If you can see them, they're... so you can't physically... You know, you can't have your child come along and poke something in there. And no, I cannot open those shutters at all. So that's really That's really pretty impressive. We don't have shutters like that here in Australia. You've got to buy like plastic plugs which go on the front. Yet if you push it in, of course, it goes in no problems whatsoever. So I don't know how I'd get that apart to actually have a look at the mechanism inside that provides that shutter mechanism. But yeah, yep, that's pretty good. I really like that. You know, if you can't stick a screwdriver in there and force it open, then you probably could, maybe, but geez, it requires a significant effort. So I don't think it, you know, maybe because the earth is physically longer, maybe the plugging in of the earth pin first actually disengages a catch, which then holds those two in place, perhaps, something like that. I mean, you just stick in a screwdriver like that and it doesn't seem to do anything. So yeah, if anyone knows precisely, let us know. And I've even tried jimmying in the screwdriver like this and trying to measure the continuity to the other side, but no, I can't. Even getting a sharp point in there like that doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. So are there any other countries out there that have automatic safety shutters like this? Please let us know. Another random one. Let's go. Oh, Spitzenfeld. I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. He's had a couple of sucks of the salve. That name, if you've been watching Mailbag for a while, you know. Spitzenfelds. Or whatever, sorry. Oh. Should just rip the whole damn thing apart. What do we got? We got another little board. Let's take a look at it. It blinks, apparently. Real men choose the dual colour version and solder 0402 without, I'm assuming, magnifying glass. Robert, I hope one day I'll make something really tiny. Yeah, 0402 is tiny, but not that tiny. I've done it by eye, but usually I use a microscope these days for 0402. It's just easier. There we go, spitzenfeld.org, and just a little micro. I can't make that out on the camera here, but anyway, 2013. It's an older one, and there we go. We've got some dual colour. Are they dual colour LEDs on the back? Nah, they're single. Yes, we're cranking through them. Let me know if you like this format. We've got one from Robert Fantanato, pronouncing that incorrectly, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Thank you very much. Failed. The knife failed. Oh no. Might need a good... Oh, okay. Might need a good sharpen. I have got a DVD. Oh. What is this? I Dream of Wires. Wow. Look. It's the limited edition extended cut exploring the history, demise, and resurgence of the ultimate electronic music machine, the modular synthesizer. Very cool. It's a companion to the feature-length documentary I Dream of Wires, hardcore edition. I love it. Woohoo! I'll put a link in to this for those into, you know, electronic music and audio and that sort of stuff. I'm sure this is well worth a read. Let's read the note. I wanted to thank you for putting up those great soldering tutorials. No worries, I've been working on electronics in amateur capacity. Okay, share, which is kit. I'll put in a link to his the Human Comparator.net. That sounds interesting. I'll put a link in down below if you want to check out Robert's project he's been working on. Just the name is intriguing. The Human Comparator. Have you got hysteresis? Anyway, I'm sending you a copy of film. Hey, he made it. It's his real job, which I thought you may find interesting. Lots of cool gear porn and interesting discussions about electronics manufacturing. But he must warn you, it's hardcore version, 4 hours. Runs for 4 hours. Fantastic. There is a shorter version which is currently playing in select venues around the world right now. Hopefully at Australia at some point. Thank you very much, Rob. This is awesome. He's a documentary filmmaker. Go check it out. Links down below. Let's keep going. We're ripping through them. This one is from the old Dart, and it's got a... have we seen that before? Have we seen that before? Or have I just been staring at it too long in the box here and going, hey, I wonder what that is. Skull clamped. Let's have a look. This is from Gemma and Liz. 2 chicks. Awesome. I assume. From England. St Leonard's on Sea in East Sussex in England. Thank you very much, girls. I'm presuming Gemma and Liz, they are female names. I will stand to be corrected. We don't get many female contributors here. If you're wondering, my audience is about 5% female according to YouTube. Anyway, oh, postcards, the Sussex coast. There we go. Part of Sussex. There we go. And Hastings. Ta-da! And beauty spots of Sussex. There you go. If you get yourself to the old Dart, then check out Sussex. G'day from the old Dart. Yeah. Not an expression we had heard until tuning into your excellent YouTube channel. Well, yeah, the old Dart is what us Aussies call England. It's one of the names for England. There you go. Don't know where it actually came from. I'm sure if you look it up on Wikipedia or something, somebody might know the history of that. Thanks for the fantastic entertainment. Better value or more interest in the BBC. You have to pay $145.50 a year to watch. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But hey, at least it does go into... BBC is quality programming. So I thought, please correct me if I'm wrong, Solar Roadway has, after a YouTube suggestion, watch Solar Roadways are bullshit. Yes, I hope you watched the follow-up Solar Roadways video. So Gemma, a.k.a. Annierak, an avid long-distance walker, has included an old GPS unit that still works. And Liz, a.k.a. Hoofbag, has her own electronics website, Hoofbag's Geeky Stuff YouTube channel, focusing primarily on recycled and retro electronics on a low budget. Awesome. Amplifiers, guitar effects, pedals, all that, homebrew music, all that sort of stuff. Links down below. Check out their websites. Other item included is a Nationwide Building Society chip and pin calculator, which issued in Building Society. Okay, let's have a look. We have, there we go, GPS Smart. There we go. Look, Nationwide chip and pin thing. There you go. Interesting. Right, so it seems like it's their solution to home banking. You whack your card in there, it generates a code you can do for home banking. Yeah, well, yeah, we have this thing. It's called the internet these days, I guess. So there you go. Interesting. I assume it's now defunct. Is it? Anyway, let's take a look. We also have a GPS Smart Fortuna 12-channel GPS receiver. Yeah, old school. Nobody has 12 channels anymore, but I haven't seen one of those before. Even being an avid geocacher, not geocacher, it's geocaching here in Australia. Yeah, I used to be big in the geocaching scene here in Australia. There we go. Insert card. I wonder what happens if I insert one of my weird-ass Aussie cards in here. Battery low. Thank you very much. Wrong card. Wah. Take off the back cover and you've got the SIM card reader, of course, and a little end stop detection here for when the card's pushed in, so it doesn't start applying power and reading the thing until you've actually plugged it in and it detects that end stop there. And I know I said I wouldn't do 2-minute teardowns, but geez, this is not even going to take 2 minutes. We've just got a blobbed chip under there. There we go. Chip on board, straight on. They've gunked that up. That's all you'd expect. Got ourselves a resonator there. Looks like we've got ourselves a 32 kilohertz watch crystal there and a cap sold on the side. Very typical construction of these sort of things, but yeah, there's just nothing in it. It's all in the custom ASIC. And here's our GPS Smart Fortuna. It feels really, you know, cheaply made. Definitely not up there with the Garmin E-Trex, for example, which I've done a video on long ago, why that was such a successful product. It was just built like a tank. It was fantastic. I might have to link that one in down below if I remember, but there we go. We're not going to find any satellites in here, but yeah,
Very, very cheap. I'm going to save that for a separate video, even though it's not, you know, normally I wouldn't sort of do a separate teardown video on this. Not hugely interesting, but I will, just to get it out of the mailbag and get on with the mail. Thanks, girls. And we're flying at a rate of knots here. Here we go. We have one from Jens B. Jorgensen from Denmark. Hey, Jens. All right, let's, lots of tape on it. Let's have a squiz. Hi to all my Danish viewers. We have a note. I could read it, or I could just go straight to the booty. Let's go straight to the booty this time. Like to mix it up. We have, whoa, looks like we have an LCD screen. Check that out. We got ourselves the some stuff on the back, lithium-ion primary, and a battery, and a USB and battery. Very interesting. We've got one of these USB car camera, sorry, not USB, but one of these car camera things, which seem to be all the rage. It turns out this is actually from Jens. I'm sure it's not Jens, it's like Jens or Jens or something like that. Please correct me. This is one of the products he works on at work, but he's had to strip it of the packaging. It's just designed to auto replay a video that's programmed into the thing, hence all the flash, and you can recharge it with the USB. So let's power it up, see if there's anything on it. And there's the main board on this thing, and offhand, I don't know, don't recognise the main processor there. Anyway, all of the flash would be containing the video that it needs to replay, and it's got a magnet, it's got a Hall effect switch here, and this is how the product works. It replays when you open the lid, and of course the let's see if it's normally, maybe it's normally closed. Yep, there we go. Ah, no files found, but presumably it would autoplay a video. There's no micro SD card slot on there, so presumably you'd have to program that in, but obviously some sort of you know, a custom product that they had to do, and it'd have to be staying in a reasonably low power state to power off when you get that Hall effect switch. There it is. So it's still coming to me powered up, and it's probably been sitting here for a while, so standby current must be relatively slow. So that's pretty clever. I like that. And is that the brand? Car Cam? Or is it just like generic? Ooh, fancy pantsy HDMI. Wow. That is real fancy pantsy. So yeah, one of these car cams. Why it's got the LED lights on the front if it's designed as a car cam, I'm not sure. What the hell's it going to light up? I don't know. But anyway, maybe the person who's splattered over your windscreen at night or something like that, it's got to light them up so you can put their face on YouTube for everyone to see. So yeah, micro SD card recording and a little pissant screen in there, but we'll leave that for a separate mini teardown video. We really are cooking with gas today. So next up we are, pins. Protruding pins. Warning, Will Robinson. We have some protruding pins sticking out of that thing. Look at that. Don't know if you can see it, but ouchie. It's from Kim. Do we have another girl, perhaps? I don't know. Kim is also a male name. I do know a male named Kim. And, oh, Vicor. Vicor makes some really kick-ass power bricks like these custom bricks. These are not cheap. Yeah, Vicor one, that's a, no, looked like, sorry, I thought it was, yeah, input, 150 volts DC nominal, 200 watts, and 5 volt DC, 150 watts output. So it's 150 DC, so it's pretty specialised for some sort of, you know, customer industrial kit that has a requirement for 150 volts DC nominal input to 5 volt DC at 150 watts. But yeah, made in the USA in Andover, MA, Massachusetts, I think. And we've got another one which has got some copper shielding tape on it. Check that out. I've got to hide my face because I've got face tracking
turned on. By the way, if you don't know, yeah, I shoot this with my Sony Nex VG30 camera at 60 frames per second. And here we go. Yeah, it's a Vicor 1 too. And yeah, I just whack it on auto everything because the Sony is not a very good camera for my daily blogging purposes, you know, for like shooting up close behind camera with stuff where I'm behind camera. It does have lots of manual modes, it's got lots of manual buttons on it, but it does also, it's just not nearly as flexible to use, as convenient to use as the Canon HF G30 on a daily basis. That's why I'm sticking with this HF G30 because it does great talking head shots like this where I'm on camera in front of it, but for behind camera work, no. It's pretty horrible to use for various reasons I won't necessarily go into. But anyway, I can, if you want me to go into them. I can discuss it on the forum, or maybe do a blab video or something like that. Another little Vicor brick. Once again, 150 volts DC in and 15 volts DC out. Nice. Turns out Kim's actually a radiology resident, presumably at a hospital. This comes from medical ultrasound scanner. Well, yeah, that makes sense. You know, specific voltage like 150, not all that common. It's a Philips HDI for a Philips HDI 5000. It may not be functional, but it would be interesting to test and dismantle these in the usual fashion. Yeah, it would. Unfortunately, they're very likely potted. I think these things are very often potted, so, you know, look, there's no screws to get these suckers apart at all. I can certainly whack in 150 volts and see if she works, though. If I very quickly power this thing up with my Keithley high voltage power supply here, 150 volts DC, we get bugger all on the out, but maybe this gate in and out, maybe we have to strap those or something like that. Or maybe, because this is S negative and S positive, that most likely stands for sense. So I've strapped those two together, bodge with a bit of solder. So let's power that on and see what we get. No, still get zippity-doo-dah. Next up, let's have a look. Mr. Sean D. Alamonte is from, Mississauga, Ontario in Canada. Another one from Ontario, Canada. And what's in here? It's not a mailbag without one of these. Ta-da! Let's have a look. See what Sean sent. He sent in a cheap-ass, no-name scientific calculator that you get from one of those $2 stores. Very common indeed. Doesn't even work. Doesn't even work. And a couple of chippies. Here is yet another calculator, but the opposite of what you usually get is a complete pile of junk got from the dollar store. Yep, but lasted many years. He tried to clean the keyboard and the alcohol dissolved the glue connecting the keyboard to the main board. Oops. Otherwise, it still works. Take the batteries out, put them back in. There is also a wonderful structural use of cardboard inside. Let's tear it apart. And these are Motorola DTL diode transistor logic chips. Have no idea where they came from or what to do with them. Oh goodness, yeah, look at that. There's our structural use of cardboard just as the backing to hold that membrane. Oh, to get the extra spongy feel. That's, you know, trademark, you know, extra spongy feel on the keys. Oh, wow, that is beyond bad. No wonder they can sell that for $1 at a profit in the in the $2 shop, ironically, or a dollar shop over there, as they call them. Here, they're $2 shops. Geez, that is shocking. Wow, that's, you know, not exactly up there on par with Hewlett-Packard keyboards, is it? Cardboard, trademark. Oh, check out these old school Motorola DTL chips. Wow, 848, not sure what the date, so really no date code on those, but check out the gold plating. Doesn't that look thick
and luxurious. Yeah, they would have spared no expense back in those days, but geez, there you go. Old school data sheet, Motorola DTL. Ah, beautiful. So for those who remember, there we go. Look, we've got an MC834 here, hex inverter. This is all before TTL, of course, and everyone sort of copied the TTL naming, the number convention that we're familiar with these days. All the manufacturers jumped on board, but back in these days, I'm talking the 60s here, and probably, and still into the 70s as well, significantly into the 70s, some companies were actually still making their own, had their own number systems for their chips. So there you go. I've still got that video half shot. Well, actually, no, I haven't told anyone about that. No, I won't tell you. Anyway, I've got an interesting video somewhat related to this topic, half shot before my camera died. Whew, it's getting a bit warm in here. I've got to shoot these videos with the aircon off, by the way. This one comes from Anki Moldoran from Romania. Hi to all my Romanian viewers, to Sir David Jones. Yes, I'm knighted. Not quite. I don't think Her Majesty knows that I exist. Hey, that's a chunky little bit of interesting industrial hardware there. I don't think there's a note in here, so that's got some. It's designed to plug into something and then just have free wires hanging off. Oh, it's a PC motherboard thing. Oh, here I was thinking it was some sort of industrial. So yes, there was no note with this, so I have no idea if he manufactures these or is involved with these in any way, or is just sending these through interest. What it is a PicoPSU, patent pending. Yeah, they've got rip-off ones apparently. Anyway, I'll link them in down below. They're from Minibox with a dash in there, and this is the M3 ATX Pico Dragon, and this thing is a 100 watt power supply. As you can see, it's designed to plug into an ATX motherboard and then be powered from a battery. There we go. We've got some spade terminals there. We can just plug those into a battery. They're designed for a car-based little micro, fanless PCs and things like that. So this is a switching power supply that provides, look at that, in ICSP. Users are picking there somewhere. Anyway, very intelligent. There's lots of stuff in there. These are switching power supplies. A lot of art goes into laying out a switching board this compact, by the way. I've done quite a few of these in my time and getting them right. This is billed as the world's smallest ATX compatible power supply. So it really is very neat how they've done that. I really like it. I mean, they've wasted hardly any space at all, mounted directly on there. So you can just go plug this directly into your motherboard and then plug it into your battery, into your own custom system or whatever, and it's completely fanless. That's very nice. And of course, it gives you plus 5 volts and plus 12 volts out as well to go and power your hard drives and stuff. So terrific. I love that. Very neat. Probably not cheap, but geez, yeah, probably worth every cent. Looks like really good quality. And I just checked, this particular one is 125 watts. This is the M3 ATX, but they got a whole bunch of these. I'll link them in down below. And this one is about $70 or thereabouts. So, not bad value for a custom fanless switching supply. It uses high quality solid polymer caps, and I would really think this will do the business long term, especially in a car environment, for example. High temperature, high stress environments designed to survive engine cranking, overloads. It's got audio de-thump features and stuff like that. So really purpose designed for powering car audio computers. Terrific stuff. That's going to come in handy. Thanks. Next up, open in November. Oops, sorry. To
fly-by wireless in New Zealand. Hi to all my New Zealand viewers. Had to do it. Let's have a look. Has it got rubbish on there? Does it say rubbish? I think it does. It looks like there's tricky business in here. Let's have a look. We have a note, but got some flat flex and something rather unusual. Looks like couple of stacked coin cell batteries and something else. Let's read the note. Turns out this is rather interesting. These were given out by the thousands at a fireworks display in Auckland with instructions to throw them away after the event. Unbelievable. The inbuilt antenna of 17 centimeters, that must be it, indicates they receive at 433 megahertz and have 4 states: off, slow blink, fast blink, and on. The bands come in red, blue, and green. So these obviously light up. They're well coordinated with the music and the fireworks, but each is powered from 2 CR2032 button cells. And yeah, not only do they cost a lot, but the waste. They were instructed people to throw these damn things out. Unbelievable. What a waste. No attempt to collect or recycle at all. Most going straight to the landfill. All of them. Except for this one, which you saved. Thank you very much, I Fly by Wireless, who shall remain nameless. He's just I Fly by Wireless. He grabbed as many as he could on the way out and pulled out the battery for future progress. Beauty. And the band Green, it died after 3 nights.
So, wow, that's a real waste. Look, looks like we've got the RF chip here. I don't recognise that symbol offhand, but it looks like it's a little antenna symbol. And this sucker here, presumably just a little 8-pin micro, has had its number rubbed off. And they've just got the antenna attached through the strap here for this thing. What a waste. That is unbelievable. I assume some sort of, taxpayer-funded bloody, fireworks display or something, and just designed to throw them out. Unbelievable. What a waste. They probably just wanted to get some, fancy-pantsy video shot for, 5 seconds of like, oh, the crowd lit up with these things on their wrist all synchronized to the music. Jeez, talk about a money shot. There you go, it's a 13.52127 megahertz crystal there. As he said, probably 433 megahertz thereabouts. Multiply that by 32 and you're getting very close. So yeah, that'll be a multiple of the carrier frequency, no doubt. So what we've got, there's our antenna there, that strip on top there, which ends somewhere. There it is, ends there. And then we've got some LEDs just wired in parallel across this band, which of course goes inside this fabric, wraps around your wrist and just lights up. Wanky wank wank.
And next up, woohoo, is this the biggest mailbag ever? The most number. This one's from Jonathan H. He's from Brunswick in Victoria. Thank you very much, Jono. Let's have a look. What do we got? We've got ourselves bubble memory. There you go. Yep, we've seen these suckers before on the blog. Very old school bubble memory. Woohoo! So yes, we've seen these before. This one is interestingly on its own little board there. And do we have any sort of date code on this sucker? There we have it. Copyright 1984. Grid. Grid, that's Grid Computers, I believe. Yeah, that's their symbol from the 1980s. They used to make really ruggedized notebooks. And I just double checked. Yep, that is the Grid symbol. So this would have been used in one of those high-end Grid industrial notebooks that were used, according to a website I looked at, in all sorts of things like, they take them up on the space shuttle, real ruggedized industrial notebooks. And rumor has it, one of these Grid computers was also used in the US president's nuclear football, if you know what that is. It's a suitcase that the president carries around everywhere and has the nuclear launch codes and the button in there. So there you go. That comes from a Grid computer. Excellent. Thank you very much, Jono.
I've now got 2 of these because I got one from a previous mailbag, so maybe I can possibly attempt to do a teardown, although they're probably potted. So anyway, it's handy to have 2, one intact and one that could possibly do a teardown on. Thanks, mate.
I think my voice is going to fail me. Who's next? We have one, a Swedish post. So, haven't shown some stickers in a while. No, I'm not giving away anything by showing up stickers. Stamps. Thank you very much. Prioritaire. Ooh. 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 I think I'm going to like this. This is from Sven. Hedden. Yeah, absolutely pronouncing it in Nacka, Sweden. Hi to all my Nacken viewers. I wonder how many Nacken viewers there are. If you're from Nacken, please. Oh, this is, yeah, a bit tricky. Sticky tape. I know it's in here. Ironically, I could have used what's in here to open it, presumably. That was a spoiler, by the way. Whoa, look at that. Little precision knife set. Awesome. And Sven has a YouTube channel, which I'll link in down below. Please check out his channel. Hi, send you some knives for precision work, such as opening fragile packages. Solar panels, for example. Yeah, fail. Previous mailbag, if you haven't seen it. Well, one of the previous ones, I don't know, a couple of months back. Yeah, goofed it. The knife has a hook blade is my favourite opener since the handle is held parallel to the surface so you control the cutting depth very effectively. Nice. Also include 2 retractable blade models. Very nice for precision cutting and scraping. We're working on PCBs. Yes. Yes, very handy for getting there and cutting traces and things like that. Awesome. Let's take a squiz. These are Techno Cut from, I don't know, MS... Yeah, I don't know what that symbol is, but I'll endeavour to find it and link them in if you want these. Whoa, look at that. That's a nice little one. Beautiful. Whoa, sharp as. And that's not a knife. This is a knife. Very good. I like it. How'd you do that? Little laser engraved. Futura, I assume. Hey, look. Hey, it's got my face on it. Fantastic. And a little depth gauge, which doesn't go all the way to the bottom. Unfortunately, it should go right to the tip. But that's neat. Thank you very much. Well done. My own customised little... Oh, look at that. Oh, that's pornographic. Look at that. Wow. Yay, that's a thing of beauty. It really is. Wow. And a bit of play in that, but not bad at all. I like that. Wow. And this one is a Swan Morton from Sheffield, made in the old Dart. So I think they're all different brands. They're not all the same, but yeah, look at that hook blade. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you can. He's right. You can keep that parallel and control the depth on that as you cut along. That is very nice. Thank you very much, Sven. I'll link in those down below. Oh, that one's got a depth gauge as well, so maybe they all are from the same maker. Possibly. I don't know, but yeah, awesome. Thank you very much. I don't have a real nice precision set like that. That's fantastic. That's going straight to the pool room. May actually get through. Oh no, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so left. That's actually not one, that's something else. Woo! International registered letter, airmail, recipient, sender, S. Bukes, from Durban, 4001. But it's international mail, so it's not, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look. Thank you very much, S. Or is that one of those last name first things? Ooh, what is that? Looks like some sort of a Bayer. It's a medical, some sort of medical thing. Anyone with medical problems know what that is off the top of that? Blood glucose meter. There you go. It's a blood glucose meter. That will make an interesting little teardown. Yeah, I presume like you, don't you, I'm not diabetic, so I don't know about this sort of jazz, but I believe, don't you get a little needle, you prick yourself and you put it on a little test card and you whack it in? Is that how it's done? I think. And yeah, very nice. And oops, something hanging out the end. Not sure what's going on here.
Aha, Sean Bukes. He's from Durban in South Africa. There you go. It's a brand new, never been used Bayer blood glucose meter. Interesting. It has a fancy set of expensive test discs. Tongue twister. That you insert like an old Viewmaster into the unit. Automatically pops one out when desired. Pops one out. It pops out the little test discs? I don't know. So I might want to see how that one works. Certainly that will be another separate test. Oh, look at that. Yeah, wow. What does that do? I thought this was... Oh, right. Okay, so these are the test discs, and it does actually shoot them out. So you push it in, and it ejects a test disc, and then you put your blood on there, sample on there, and stick it, presumably, stick it back in to have it analysed. Awesome. So there it is. I pulled it out and pushed it, and yeah, sure enough, yeah, you just leave it in there like that. So you just pull this handle out, push it back in, and the test disc comes out like this, which has the detection chip on it. Yeah, they wouldn't be cheap because it has actually the detection chip itself. And then it's a 2-wire thing. You can see the 2 wire prongs down there. Oh, sorry, out of focus. Professional video blogger I am. And you put your blood on there and it will test your glucose level, and then you just pull it back out and dispose of it. Awesome. Well, there you go. I don't know if it doesn't look like maybe it's an actual chip. You know, maybe some sort of you know, chemical process thing going on. It's got a hole in the top there for where the blood comes through, presumably, and just these test pads, which, you know, could be coated in something exotic and special, I'm sure, but yeah, they're the little test discs, so presumably if I can get this up and working, I can test my blood glucose level. Oops, there we go. I just popped the hood on this sucker, and there's our test strips. So, yep. Oops, I've just wasted 2 of them. Well, maybe, I'm sure I could reuse those. Just whack them back in. She'll be right. No worries. And that is all mechanical thing. And ta-da! There we go. So, yeah, use 4. So we've got 2, 4, 6 test strips left. I don't know if you'd be able to buy them anymore. 2007 expires. There you go. Yep, expires 12th month 2007. So no good. No, I'm not. Probably pointless using those after 7 years, really, after they expire. So no good there. So that will make an interesting teardown. But I suspect, like, you know, all the magic goes into the science behind these little test strips, and, you know, they probably put a current through it, and you can determine the blood glucose level that way. You know, it'll have some process, and maybe there's a DSP in there that has to do some fancy analysis or something like that. But anyway, offhand, I don't know how they test blood glucose electronically. It's probably very simple. Do they just measure the resistance of the blood or something like that? I'm sure it's a bit more advanced than that.
The fun doesn't end. Oh, no sirree, Bob. G'day, Daryl. VK2TDS. He's a ham. He's from Ingleburn, here in Sydney. Let's have a squiz and see what Dazza has sent in. He's a consultant engineer. I won't show you his business card. I don't want to give away his number on the air, but Radioactive Networks Proprietary Limited. Very nice. And he's the CEO and director of Redshift Wireless. What's he sent from Radioactive Networks? Let's have a squiz. He sent a whole bunch of CDs. Blank. Oh no, there's something written to them. Well, it turns out what's on these discs is just for me, so I won't
I won't tell you. Might possibly be able to use it in later episodes, so thank you very much. And by the way, he, Dazza, was one of the original authors of the Tapper open source hardware license. Beauty. So thank you very much, Dazza, for that. And yeah, I think I'm going to like what's on the disc. Beauty. Tongue angle, got to get it right. We have like a regular letter. Awesome. From Lucas Crockett in Boise, Idaho, I believe. In the United States of America. Is this our first Yankee one today? Could be. Yeah, I should probably use that new opener I got. We have a note. Dave Jones. Thank you very much. That's all I got is a note. Hey Dave, your videos are awesome. Thanks. He's 12 years old. Oh, awesome. Lucas, I'm super into Linux, Raspberry Pi, Arduino, and hardware and software alike, and I use an unregulated soldering iron. Oh no, dude, get yourself a temperature-controlled soldering iron. Even one of those $15 jobs from Hobby King. I don't know if they have Hobby King. Yeah, they do. Of course, you know, like for $15 you can get a Heiko knockoff or something like that. Well worth it. Excellent. Thank you very much, Lucy. His favourite segments are Teardown Tuesday and Mailbox Monday. Thank you very much. Awesome. I love it when 12-year-olds watch my videos. Some of my language is probably not suitable for a 12-year-old, but yeah, I'm sure you're under parental supervision. You'll be right. No worries. Good on you, Lucas. Thanks for watching, mate. So yeah, we're just racing through all these like little letters. I've got 4 more little letters left, flat things, so obviously they're not going to be like interesting teardown stuff. Oh, this one's from Jay Finks from Germany. So hi to all my German viewers. Crazy Australians Limited. No, I'm not I am a company, but I'm only a proprietary limited company. I'm not a limited company. I'm not listed on the stock market. Can't buy shares in me. He has got something taped to it. Awesome. Let's have a look. Oh, it's your loyal fans from Hackspace again. Oh, yeah. I think this might have been sitting here for a while. This was from Jockey from Hackspace, the makers of the Back to the Future time circuits that I've got. They donated a couple of 59282s to the good cause. I remember him saying that he had sent these, and yeah, I probably haven't. Yeah, what's the date? It doesn't have a date on there. Yeah, so I already found my chips and got it working. So you've seen that in a previous video. So Jockey and all the guys at Hackspace, thank you very much. They did the Back to the Future time circuits, which you see on my videos. Thanks, guys. Got some spare chips, just in case I blow the ass out of it again. Likely. And 3 more left. This one is from Luke Benno. He's from Green Bay in WI, Wisconsin. I may sneeze. Whew. All this dust from the collecting on the mailbag because I haven't opened them in so long. This is interesting. This is a kit, apparently, but it's in an envelope. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's a kit. Tape to it. Let's check it out. And it turns out Luke works at Triad Semiconductor. He likes open source hardware, does Ruby on Rails application development. Many of my projects get stuck in the firmware death spiral, yes. So he went for the KISS method with this one. It is a temperature plus humidity sensor board on a Silicon Labs SI7020 IC. He wrote a tutorial on the Electric Ink blog about it. I'll link that in down below. I say that you can get a wireless temp humidity sensor up and running in 5 minutes. Woohoo! That's lowercase letter, not 0, lowercase o. He's also included some extra parts for a soldering lesson to take a look, and we can see the die. Oh, I'm going to have to use a knife for that. Oh, look, look, look. Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Beautiful. I'll tell you what, that's got to be the world's smallest kit bag. That's for sure. So there we go. We have the bare chip, have ourselves a bare board, and a made-up one for the Electric Imp So there it is. There's a little Silicon Labs chip. And I'm going to assume that ground, VCC, SDA, and SCL, well, ground's here. So, yeah, plugs in like that. I'm going to have to stick wax some pins on there and give that a burl, but not in the mailbag.
Oh, man, I think I need some fuel. Let's open our banana here and give it a burl. And what do we got left? We got 2 left. Let's have a look. We got one from Mr. Chris Stubbs. He's from Chelmsford in the old Dart. Thank you very much. And there are 4 circuit boards in here. And we've got one from Ankit Patel. He's from Oklahoma City. Awesome. Let's open them. Sorry, gotta eat my banana. Hungry. Good banana. Pull tab to open. Let's have a look. Oh, look. Oh, wow. That is terrific. Thank you very much, Ankit. Look, it's a drawing of Sagan from when he was, we did a photo shoot when he was, I can't remember how old he was. When we did that photo shoot, he was like, 9 months old or something like 6 months old or something like that. And this was one of the photos that I love because it was like, he's doing like the hand, these are not the droids you are looking for. I love it. That is brilliant. Geez, I wish I had the talent to draw like that. It's one of the things, I wish I draw or paint or something like that. So thank you very much, Crazy from the Crazy Indian Bloke. I've got to read it. First off, I'd like to say you are awesome. Thank you very much. You're awesome. Hey, you've got talent. Me? I just open bloody mail. That's all I do. You are incredibly entertaining, incredibly helpful. I'm also working towards his Masters in Electrical Engineering. Awesome. Haven't been in the industry. I suspect, though, once I do start working, everything I've learned from your videos will be indispensable. I hope so. To say thanks, I sent you a little drawing and did a Sagan as a baby. I found the picture online. It was quite low resolution. As a result, the drawing doesn't have as much detail as I'd like. Hopefully it isn't too terrible. It's not. I'm sure the wife will love that too, and Sagan will go, that's me. If you smell any chemicals in the oven, there's just the fixative used to prevent smudging. Oh, okay. No. Can't smell it. Smells good. Keep being awesome. We'll continue watching your videos forever. Thank you very much, Crazy Indian Bloke. Beauty. I've got to say, that is quite possibly the nicest thing I've had on Mailbag. That is just terrific. Thank you very much, Ankit. Not sure if you can see the detail on that, but geez. It's, he got this from a low resolution photo. That's just beautiful. Last thing in the box, there are a couple of other things, but they're actually not. I'm going to do those on the Mailbag. 4 circuit boards. Oh, I just ruined it, did I? Sorry. Anyway, couldn't be too much something too big because, there we go. Oh, different colours. We've got black, red, green, and blue. And Chris has sent in a couple of PCBs designed for high altitude ballooning. Awesome. I'd love to get into something like that. The community here in the UK for HAB has been growing quickly over the last couple of years, taken off into Europe, vastly expanding coverage for receiving telemetry from the balloons. Yeah, because as they track around the world, you need receiving stations. As I type this now, B64 super lightweight tracker on a custom foil balloon launched by Leo Bodnar, that name rings a bell, is completing its 7th lap around the world. Fantastic. You can track the flight and many others at habhub.org/MT. I'll link that one in down below. The green and the blue boards are balloon trackers with EEVblog's GPS receiver, ATmega RFM 22B transmitter. There are now better alternatives to as the drifts a lot with temperature. Okay, with TCXOs. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course it would. I guess the temperature would change up there. It wouldn't be terribly consistent, would it? Anyway, please go ahead with your usual critique. Excuse the tape masking my phone number. That's all right.
And this is the cheapo V3A habit tracker. There you go. That's the, presumably the socket or just the soldered down for the U-Blocks module. We've got our AT Mega and we've got, looks like an SD card, micro SD card over there. And, well, the layout is, I was going to say, I thought you could have done that on a single-sided board, kept all the traces there, and I reckon maybe with a bit of effort you could have kept it all, have all the traces on there. I wouldn't know until I actually threw the components down in the CAD package, but, you know, when you have something snaking around like that, you got to think, well, that could, where are these ones going? Are they stitching? Yeah, oh no, they're just dropping down to there. Okay. But, you know, often when you snake, say, that trace around there, that can really cut off a lot of your routing space. So you want to do all of your shorter traces first. And, yeah, no, maybe you have done an optimum layout. I'm just, at first glance, I would have guessed, you know, you haven't got too many traces on that side, like getting this one all the way over to there, for example. You know, could you have run it across the top? Maybe you could have snuck it through there and around or something like that. Anyway, that's just an absolute first gut feel of that, is that it's okay. It looks like you've maybe auto-routed it, but you probably haven't. You've probably done it manually, but yeah, that would be my only critique there, I guess, is maybe you could have tried a bit hard to get it on a single-sided, but I stand to be corrected. That could be an optimum layout. I love this. This is a harmless scientific experiment. If found, please call this number. But I guess with that component on that side, I guess it doesn't really matter a huge amount. So, yeah, you're going to have to put traces on the bottom side anyway. I'm just being pedantic. You've got a reasonable amount of via stitching around there. And, you know, like, obviously, like, you would have moved that trace there, I guess, and let the copper pore flow through there rather than break that around like that. You know, just little things like that. But, yeah, not a big deal. It's going to work a treat. That's all right. For your first board, it's beauty. There's a couple of other interesting looking boards, and I'll link in Chris's website down below, chrisstubbs.co.uk. Thanks, mate.
Whew. There you have it. That was just one little box. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I don't know, 13, 14 boxes there, something like that, which I'll have to do next year because it's the 29th. There it is. Look, 29th, not quite the end of the year, but get in there, get in there. Still got the crusty mud on that, if you want to have a look. Still got the crusty mud from when I did my last mud run. Look at that. It's got authenticity, that watch. You bet your ass it does. So, yeah, 5:30 p.m. here on the 29th. So that's probably Mailbag, well, definitely is Mailbag done and dusted for 2014. 2015 coming up. Aren't we supposed to have flying DeLoreans and hoverboards? That'll be fun. Just around the corner, folks. Awesome. So thank you to everyone who has sent something in for Mailbag this year. We'll continue it next year. And if this is my last video, Happy New Year to all my viewers. Thanks for sticking with me. It's wasn't supposed to do an outro here, but anyway, yeah. Growth has been huge, looking to hire someone. It's all happening. I've got a new bunker where I can store crap and keep this place a little bit tidier anyway. We'll see how it goes, more organised. Hopefully I'll be able to produce more content in 2015. That's the plan. And I could get here even quicker if I had a flying DeLorean. Although, yeah, look, I can just... There we go. Tilt the wheels. There we go. Hover conversion. Awesome. Fantastic. Woohoo! So catch you next time. Next year. 2015. Jeez, I'm not getting any younger. Unbelievable. It's going to be the 6th anniversary before I know it of the EEVblog. Jeez, you get less for murder. Catch you next time.